Today, I'm going to be giving you some of the best Ranked Bedwars tips and tricks, including how to clutch more consistently, PvP, and even game sense. And let's start off with clutching. A clutch is when you place a block mid-fall to prevent taking fall damage or to save yourself from falling into the void. This can be different for people because some people like drag clicking, some people like normal clicking, but personally, I think burst clicking works the best. And in order to pull off a clutch, you need to get the perfect timing. Take a look at this clip for example. As you can see, I get hit off, then I instantly burst click and look down. And here's how to do it. Make sure your crosshair's on the block where you want to clutch. And as soon as you start falling, burst click downward to place blocks under you. And to get the timing perfect, watch the edge of the block that you're falling towards. The moment your crosshair is level with the top surface of that block, start your burst click. And if you want to practice this, I'd recommend playing Bedfight in Mindman Club. And that leads us to our second tip, PvP. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on how PvP works, but if you want me to make a video on that, let me know in the comments. But for now, I'm going to be teaching you what block hitting, zest tapping, and hit selecting is. And we're going to start off with block hitting. Block hitting is when you attack with your sword and immediately right click to block at the same time. When you block right after hitting, you take less damage from your opponent. Take a look at this clip for example. As you can see, slightly after I left clicked, I right clicked to block hit. Block hitting can reduce your damage by 50%. So by doing this, you can win a lot more of your fights. And the next PvP tip is hit selecting. Hit selecting is delaying your hit to gain the low ground advantage, which provides you more reach and less knockback. All you have to do is let your opponent get the first hit, start hitting them, then you can get your combo. And if you want to hold your combo for a long time, I'd recommend zest tapping. And zest tapping is a chain of 3 hits where you hold W for 2 of the hits and let go for the 3rd hit. As you can see, I hit select to start the combo, then once I get the combo, I hold W for 2 hits and let go on the 3rd hit. Don't forget to strafe so it's harder for your opponent to hit you. And once again, I'd recommend burst clicking as you don't get as much hit reg. But if you're still getting hit reg, that's probably a Wi-Fi issue. Thankfully, I have the perfect solution. Swuab's Optimizer is a $5 one-time payment available now. It's a Windows app that optimizes your network settings specifically for gaming. Tweaks TCP settings, reduces jitter and butter flow, stabilizes your connection, and works with any game. Minecraft, FPS games, and even Fortnite. It's a one-time purchase, no subscription, and only takes about 5 minutes to set up and runs in the background of your game. And Swuab's proxy just released. It's $3 a month or $27 a year. It routes your connection through optimized servers for better performance. Specifically designed for Hypixel, but works with any other server. If interested, I'll leave a link in the description for their website as well as their Discord for announcements and giveaways. Personally, I think this is the best optimizer you can find. Anyways, let's jump straight back into the video. The most common mistake I see people doing in Ranked Bedwars is not go their diamonds. And going your diamonds is super important early on, especially because your opponent can steal your diamonds and they can win the game. And if you don't want your opponent going your diamonds, right after you finish defending, you should instantly go diamonds. And I would recommend getting sharpened swords first, so your teammates can get pressure faster by killing the enemy team. And once your teammates have pressure, always try to go their diamonds. And the more diamonds you have, the easier it's going to be to win the game. And lastly, don't forget to constantly count players, because in some seasons of Ranked Bedwars, invis pots are allowed before bedbreak. And if you get emeralds before bedbreak, it's always a good idea to invis when your teammates have pressure. But let me teach you a few things before you invis. Minecraft creates footprint particles, and these appear when your hitbox fully contacts with the top surface of a block. And if you walk on the very edge of the block, the game does not register a full step, which means no footprint particles are generated. As you can see in this clip, I jumped to the side of this block, then I jump to the side of this block, and since the footprint particles aren't registering, I can hit them off, then I can get to bed. A block-in is where you submerge yourself into an opponent's bed defense with blocks to stop them from hitting you. This is important because if their opponent's on the bed, you can block in fast without dying. And if you want to get the fastest block-in possible, you want to make sure that your hotkeys are set up. And in order to block in fast, time your clicks and burst clicking, and not just spamming right click, because spamming right click can actually ruin the block-in. You want to use your block-ins on larger bed defenses. You can block in on small bed defenses, but I wouldn't recommend it because it takes time to block in. Unless your opponents are respawning, then you should block in on a small bed defense. And if there are opponents nearby or on the bed defense, I recommend blocking in. This is to make sure you get the bed and maximizes your chance of winning. Fireballs are one of the best items in Ranked Bedwars. You can use them both offensively and defensively, and you can also use them for fireball jumping. And fireball jumping can be done multiple ways. You can fireball jump off of a wall to boost yourself, and you can fireball jump while looking down. This can let you skip players or escape a close call situation. Block placements are another big thing in Ranked Bedwars. For now, I'm going to be teaching you 3 different block placement methods. The God, the head hitter, and block stomping. Okay. First up, the God method. And all you have to do for this method is place 2 or 3 blocks slightly in front of your opponent when they're running at you. When you place these blocks, make sure to turn one direction. Since there's a server delay on their side, you'll still be on the other side of the blocks. Next up is the head hitter. To do the head hitter, you need to place a 3 block tall pillar. Then on the top of that pillar, place another block. Then start sprint jumping to your opponent. This can lead to crit hits, dealing more damage, and it can also be a good surprise attack. And last but not least, the block stomping. Block stomping works because you place blocks to stop the opponent from sprinting, and this can lead to easy combos. All you have to do is predict where your opponent is gonna walk. Place blocks at his feet to stop a sprint, then you can easily start your combo. Don't forget to mix up your block placement so it's harder for your opponent to predict you. And if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to subscribe so I can make more videos like these. The most common bed defense for Ranked Bedwars is the butterfly defense. And if you don't know what the butterfly defense is, it's 4 blocks on each side of the bed, 1 in the back, 1 in the front, and then 2 on top. Once you're done with that, put glass all around the bed. Once everyone has armor, you should always wood and ladder the bed. In Ranked Bedwars, all of your games are scored with ELO, and once you win a game, take a screenshot for proof that you won, and your ELO should be given out. And that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe because it will help me out a lot. And once again, thank you Swuab's Optimizers for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.